OK, borky, jdeme zpátky do Assassin's Creed Odyssey, dáme si tady hodinkový hraní, dáme si tady mise, které jsme ještě neudělali, tady třeba Sokratovský nepořádek. Dáme si Sokratovský nepořádek, hlavní hru jsme dohráli, ještě nás tu čeká spousta věcí, které můžeme udělat. Dal jsem si 20 dřepů a jsem udechaný jak prase. Dřepy jsem zvládnul dneska. Ještě kliky a lexedy. Ale to nějakou hodinku ještě zabere. Máme 3 hodinky. Nechci si radši zahrát Watch Dogs, já už toho AC mám dneska dost. Ani ne, Míšo, já jsem už si zvykl na to ACčko dneska. Že ho budu hrát asi do večera. Jsem si na něj dneska zvykl. Stále tu chceš 10 minut, pak odejdeš. Přijdeš až 7:30, to je za hodinku. Ne, přijdeš až za hodinku, Míšo.
I'm here to see Socrates.
Cassandra!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Socrates never stops talking about you.
And you are?
His wife, of course. I'm Xanthippe.
Já jsem taky nevěděl, že Sokrates je ženatý.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So where is Socrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Socrates been
budeme
married?
dělat
It's been quite
společnost.
some time now.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Love is not a word I'd use. It frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the frustration. His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite...
Mohli bychom jít rychleji.
That is not something I wanted to
By se
picture.
strašně líbilo, kdybychom
It must
šli
be why
rychleji.
Bialy seems so infatuated.
Asi máme dost času.
Don't mention that name around me. Always
Máme,
coming back
borci,
drunk,
máme dost času.
sending Socrates gifts like
Mě
giant
zabije s tím
cakes.
AC.
I didn't know.
Jo, no, a to neví, že ještě brzo budeme hrát Valhalu. To ještě neví, že brzo budeme hrát Valhalu. Což je na víc hodin než tohle. Ale budeme to hrát jenom jednou v mém životě. Tohle už hraju po druhý. Origin jsem taky hrál po druhý, Valhalla bude na poprvý. Valhalla budu hrát na poprvý. Dobrý den. Dobrý den, pane.
What is it?
Socrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I can't believe Socrates was arrested. I need to find out what happened.
Musíme zachránit Sokrata. Prej byl zatčený. Tak jdem, je to 100 metrů od nás, to je kousek. Dáme si 100 metrový hraní.
I don't want to be spotted here.
Klesli mi odběratelé, borci, na YouTube ze 70 na 66. Kleslo mi to o 4 odběratelé, borci. Jsem smutnej a asi se zabiju. Já si srandu nezabiju, jo? Nedělejte to, borci, nikdy to nedělejte. Ale klesli mi odběratelé. Tady se sekáme pár nepřátel. Chci promluvit se Sokratem. Sekneme tohohle velkýho. A půlku života. Jednoho jsme sekli. Máme level 63 a už jsme porazili celý kult. Borci, když se kouknu do kultistů, tak máme celý kult vyčištěný. Všechny jsme je sekli. Všechny i toho zasranýho Deimose, který zabil naši maminku. Všechny jsme je sekli. ještě seknout ty dvensty. Dobrý, ten bude taky dole. To by mohl být taky brzo. Dobrý. Ještě tohodle z toho. Máme level 63, všechno jsme pečlivě prošli. Já si myslím, že až na jednu pevnost, která se mi nějak furt dělat nechce. Jsi rozčilený, proč, Míšo? Proč jsi rozčilený? Jenom dva. Proč jsi rozčilený, Míšo? Ty nechci dát Watch Dogs? Tak jdeme za Sokratem, to je lepší. Aspoň se naučit něco z historie.
Cassandra, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
We've known each other a long time now. You know
Museli jsme zabít všechny strážce.
You've taught me that the blade
Museli jsme
was
zabít
sometimes
všechny strážce,
necessary.
borci.
But I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
You would go to trial just to prove you can convince them of your innocence?
Exactly. You have your ways to find excitement, and I have mine.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About?
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for a while now.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married? From what you just said, that means either we're not friends, or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
Jde se podívat
I'll
na
find out why she
Pity.
told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Cassandra, you...
Ještě se na Discordu, kouknu se hned. Hned, Myško. Jo, to vaše alkohol Dimitri, Trautenberg.
Careful not to get spotted.
Jasně, a teď Trautenberg začíná ve 21:45, co kecáš, že ve 12? 11 Dimitri. To vypadá úplně jinak, 17:45, 19:45 a 21:45, ty si kecal. Ty říkal, že až v 11 Dimitri, nebo co? No, ono to není pravda. Jo, borci, Sokratův osud. 900 metrů od nás. Nevěděl? Jasně. Můžeme se dostat z téhle červené oblasti, k tomu vůdce. Tam mohli portnout. Jsi to tak myslel? Jasně, tak je to jinak. Všechno je jinak, v 11 jsi doma. Tě nasrali. Dělali přesně, co jsi spřál. Já už streamu 5,5 hodiny, borci, dáme ještě 1,5 hodiny. 2 hodinky, dáme to do 10, do 9. Já se pak půjdu taky kouknout na nějaký streamery. Přesně tyhle repráky jsem potřeboval, protože můžeš zapojit sluchátka přímo do repráků. A repráky se vypnou a když je vypojíš to z těch repráků, tak se zase repráky zapnou a to jsem přesně potřeboval. Já jsem si říkal, že potřebuji nějakou rozdvojku a ono stačí tohle. Je krásný. Chtěl si z Dimitry až večer za tmy, jasně, chápu, Míšo. Chápu. No jo, no, nebudou. Budeš muset balit kočky dřív. Budeš muset balit kočky ta světla. Na to, jak znáš jejich písničky. Budeš zpívat s nima. Budeš s nima zpívat, Míšo, ty znáš určitě všechny jejich songy. Ty si zaspíváš v sobotu. Tak za 3 dny. Jdi dolů, ty vole, proč tady stojíš na lampě? Dobrý. Máš všechny? No jasný, boj zpívat, to je jasný. Tak co tady? Co teď a co potom, borci? Kde dole? Se dostanu dolů. Jo, tudy. To vidím. Neříkejte mi to, kluci, já to vím. Ahoj!
Might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again!
I'm here for a different
Yeah.
reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurts
To
so
nevynikne
badly.
tolik jako
I
oni
begged
a
for
ty jich
death.
ohně? Jasně,
I didn't mean
jasně.
for that to happen.
Just hurry and tell me what you want.
There's something you need to know. The cult
Kult je
dead.
mrtvý!
They're dead.
Just
Kult je
that.
mrtvý!
I've killed them all. There is nobody left to control you.
You may have unmasked those who made the decisions, but the cult did not die with them. Their beliefs will
Kult je
live on.
mrtvý.
Then I'll find and kill whoever follows them.
That is not a possible task. Now, tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally for what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as
Myslel, že to bude
well.
tak, jak to jde za
Get to
sebou?
the
Jasně,
point.
chápu,
You
chápu.
know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince
Třeba
others
ještě
of
někam
this.
jedou, třeba
If
mají
he
ještě druhý
succeeds,
koncert,
the
Míšo.
cult will have no
Třeba
more
mají
need
ještě
for
další
me.
koncert, na který musí se dorazit
He comes
včas.
to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It
Já
matters
proto
not
hraju
if
brzo, že má
Socrates
ještě
believes
jeden.
they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Socrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
If you just told him your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Socrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily. He'll have more drive when he finds the answer on his own.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Jdeme ho. Jdeme do hrobky najít Sokrata. Jdeme do hrobky najít Sokratese. Najdi Sokratova žáka, aha, tak jeho žáka. Je ve Folky je ve hrobce první pitie. Treba dělat nic, Míšo.
This is
Nic
it.
neuděláš. Jdeme do hrobky první pitie. To je zítra čtvrtek. Tak, pojď mi. Další hrobky. První pitie. Pitonie.
Find the boy and take the papyrus.
Sorry for sharing my fear of tombs with you.
Teda, že nemůžeme dát oba dva. Můžeme. Tak, těžký borec. Dobrý, je mrkev. Sokrate, kde jsi? Sokrate, syn, páčku. Jo, Sokratova žáka hledáme vlastně. A už jsem docela opilej. Najít Sokratova žáka. Sokrata, no. Σίμων.
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
I've never met someone as smart as Socrates. I always think about
Chceš
the
víc na straně,
conversation
že ji
long
začneš
after
později,
we've
nebo
finished.
skončíš brzo? Chápu, no,
about it.
Míšo,
Why
chápu.
were those men after you?
For some reason, they
Album.
wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I've always been curious. What does Socrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Socrates?
I've never met a man like him and I don't think I ever will again.
17 dní
Day
a
with him is one worth waking up.
18 hodin. Hezky, hezky. To je
I'll take care of the
super.
priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you.
Hráš celkem 17 dní a 20 hodin? Snad
The
jo,
world would
snad
be
jo,
a worse
Míšo.
place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xanthippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Socrates. I'm not sure why the priest want
Já
Socrates
to jsem
gone,
nechtěl.
but I need to take care of them.
Máš vícero úkolů. Jasně. Přijali jsme víc úkolů, než můžeme zvládnout. Kudy ven? Ne. Jak jsi všiml, tady jdem stále, neboť jsem to málem posral. Z čeho ses posral? Z čeho ses posral? Jo, z toho rozvrhu. Rozumím. Přijmuli jsme víc úkolů, než můžeme za hodinu zvládnout. Doufám, že ne, doufám, že zvládneme všechny. Sokratův soud. 60 metrů daleko. To je. Jdi filozofie a promluv si s nimi. Jsou v Delfách ve Velehoře Parnas. Lze je najít severozápadně od Delfské svatyně. Cíle.
I need to talk to them.
Tady jsou. Tady jsou. Já si s nima pokecat. Já zase potřebuji čůrat, borci. Nevím proč, já jsem dneska hrozně vyčúraný.
Maybe I can convince.
Potřebuji čůrat.
Do not students take
Za
what
20
they
minut
learn from
zpátky,
their
jasný,
teachers?
jasný.
What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
I've never heard the names you just mentioned.
It's never too late to learn. But even so, one doesn't need to know who they are to answer. Is it not a risk that wrong ideas will be passed along if a student doesn't have the wisdom to seek the truth?
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we have only ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Jak to tady vydržím 20 minut
It's the
sám?
reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
To někdo se mnou, borci.
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow.
Hej, ahoj Kristýnko, ahoj lásko.
So easily before.
Čus, kočko.
Is that so? I guess
Jak
I
se
should feel
máš?
proud.
Já už jsem docela
Surprised there's a
opilej.
child here.
Dal jsem si tady bodku.
Dal
Dal jsem si bodku.
Co
Mám se dobře. Mám se dobře. Co ty, co děláš? Kodečku, no.
I can't even have a normal conversation with a child.
Ale dám si chvilku pauzu od ní.
Look around. Everyone here wants the
Už jsem jí
same
vypil moc, dám si chvilku šťávu.
Headaches?
Debate.
Jednu šťávu, abych to spláchl.
First kid I've met who'd rather debate
Možná
than
ještě
play.
druhou
Don't tell
šťávu.
the others.
Dohráli jsme tuhle hru, ale ještě je tam pár úkolů, které musíme
I
zvládnout.
hope one day to be as well.
Koukala na tebe a teď seš to umět, to jsem rád.
What's your
Myško,
name?
teda Kristýnko.
Although
jsem rád,
I've never liked
Kristýnko.
that name much.
It does sound like
Na co jsi
countless
koukala?
others I've heard around Athens.
Na co jsi koukala? Já jsem dohrál tuhle hru.
Huh.
Ještě nás
My
čekají
brother always
rozšíření.
had a problem saying my name.
Na lovu.
So we
Co to
called me
je?
Plato instead.
To je
Perhaps I'll
Kristý.
use that.
I like it.
Thank you.
Soutěž v TV.
Well,
Aha.
I better hurry after the others.
Jo, o tom už jsi mi někdy říkala. Vzpomínám, že jsi mi o tom říkala, jenom to neznám. Vědomostní soutěž, jasně, jasně. Taky si chci koupit telku, ale nevím, kdy to zvládnu. Jo, tady máme 2 úkoly, kousek od nás. Zabij kněze a ukradni důkazy. Ty samotnou vodku? Ne, mám tu juice. Mám tu juice k tomu. Vždycky drinka si udělám. Jsem měl asi 4 nebo 5 drinků a jsem docela už navátej. Už mluvím pravdu. Mluvím pravdu. Co ty, jak se máš, co děláš? Teda ty si koukala na telku, to už jsem mi řekla, já jsem zase opilej, takže si to nepamatuju. Ne. To asi na lovu. Na lovu. Na lovu. Máme jim ukrást důkazy zabít. Budete dneska koukat na výměnu manželek? Máš tam nový kamarádky? To ty holky, co se přistěhovaly potom, co odešli ty 2 borci. Máš nový kamarádky, nebo jaký jsou? To celkem fajn, to říkáš teď. Jsi jen mimo boj. Ne. Vezmu mi štít. Vezmu štít tomuhle. Trošku ho seknem. Je to moc. Plnil si život, seknu tohle. Mě nebaví. Bezproblémový jsou. To je dobře. To je dobře, že jsou bezproblémový. Zatím, viď, než se zase projeví. To je teď na chvíli, než se zase projeví. A pokud jsi sama, jasně, chápu. Pochopil jsem. Ještě 2 tu jsou. Ta slečna. A to by se mohli kuchnout rychle, ne? Dáme ji ultinu. I ultinu, vezmeme si tady, co nám patří. A tohle. Co tu je? Důkazy máme všechny, ještě zabít kněží. Jeden z nich je tady. To bylo lehký. Druhý. A třetí. Super. Budou moc soudit Sokratese. Kdybyste se k němu vrátit, chceš taky vodku, tak si přijeď. Dáme spolu. Si přijeď, Kristý, dáme spolu. Já ji koupím. Ty ji vypiješ. Já ji koupím a ty ji vypiješ, co ty na to? Teď za mnou v sobotu. Ty přijedeš? Dobře. Budu rád, Kristý. Rád, Kristýnko. Tak co máme splněno, Sokrate? Drinky mojito, ale tak samotný tvrdý ne. Já taky jenom drinky jako vodku s džusem. A samotný tvrdý si taky nedám. Taky mám radši, když si do toho dám třeba džus nebo něco takového. Ale taky samotný tvrdý nemusím. Potřebuješ nového vůdce, ty jsou hrozný. A už s nima nechci mít nic společného.
Sokratis, you're here.
Čekáš na sousedku, ti přinese birela? Jasný, tak ať dá follow. Ať mi dá follow na YouTube. Já si srandu.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claim to
Má
have
chytrý
went
telefon?
missing.
Jasně, v pohodě.
Sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some
To
people
starší nebo
protesting
mladší?
my arrest, I was
Jak
told.
starý máš nový
I have to
sousedky?
Did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserved the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did.
27,
but
ale
the
vypadá na
moment I stopped
40.
thinking
Aha.
about it came to
Aha,
me
aha.
like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
Tohle je starší paní, aha.
So,
Jasně.
do you agree with Pythia or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet
To by
like to
špatný na
voice.
krátko vlasy,
It's
jo, no.
one that
Ta
people
mladá,
may not
aha.
want to hear. And
Jasně,
I must
chápu.
think on how I wish to share my new
Vím
beliefs
přesně, co
with
myslíš.
others.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has a good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
Oh, I doubt it. But
Tě
it is
ráda,
in
když
those
seš opilej.
final moments that her spirit
Děkuju.
is strongest, like an untamed
To je
horse.
hezký od tebe. Já tě mám taky rád, i když nejsem
I'm
opilej.
afraid your advice is a
Já
bit
tě mám
too
rád, i když nejsem opilej, Kristý. Jež?
Get somewhere safe, Sokratis.
Nemu štít. Dáme mu ultinu, protože ten je těžký. To je rychlejší takhle. A jdeme zachránit Sokrata. Jde po mně žoldák. To vyplatím. Dám mu ultinu, protože to by bylo jinak na dlouho. Jedna rána, dvě. Tak pojď, kočko, teda pojď, Sokrate.
Sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
To je z Říma, z Řecka. To je z Řecka. Ty jsi tu už byla na několika streamech, když jsem ti to říkal, Kristý. To je z Řecka. Jsem ti říkal určitě.
Finally, I'm ready
Že
to
prohledáváme
return to Athens.
Řecko.
I've had enough of Phokis and his talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to
Už
hear
jsem ti
I
určitě
have
říkal.
no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them.
Myslím, že jsi mi to neříkal. Aha, neříkal.
Nobody
Tak
asked
ne,
him to
tak
write
jsem
down
ti to
my
neříkal,
words.
tak promiň.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your own words written down, so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever
Tak si umí
say the
dobře
same
anglicky,
thing.
to jsem čuměla, ve hře všechno přeloží. Hezky, hezky.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who
To je
speak
super.
should defend
Bude mít
their
dobrý
words
život,
if
jestli umí dobře
questioned about
anglicky.
them. That is
bude
why I
mít
choose
dobře.
to speak and not write. That is why
To je
any
dneska
words of
důležitý.
mine that last
Teda
beyond my
jestli
final
Rusko
breath
nevyhraje,
will be those
nebude
that people choose to remember.
ruština všude.
Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
Více jak se čte.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so
Se
truly
vyhraje? No,
The more we
nevím,
do,
nevím,
the
zatím
more
nevyhrává.
control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning?
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot.
Čínou chtějí ovládnout
In the
svět?
letter
To
you
je
said
dost
you had
možný,
something to
no.
ask me. What
To
was
je
it?
dost
You
možný.
know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care.
Se budeme muset začít učit čínsky.
Stay out of trouble, Sokratis.
OK, mise dokončena. Před 6 lety ti to říkal týpek a to ještě nic nebylo. Jasně. Tak jo, jeden ztracený řecký příběh jsme dokončili. Máme tu ještě 3. Setkej se ve Fokidě. Kira je tady, takže s tou se máme setkat. Pam, 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 pam. Pam, 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 pam. Já už jsem docela opilej, už bych neměl pít. Dneska. Potřeboval bych tě tu, Kristý. Potřeboval bych tě tu. Říkáš na tu čobinu, že ti přinese velkou čokoládu a birela? Ještě nejde? Ne, proč? Nevím. Jen tak. Au, Míšo, čus, Míšo. Ty zpátky, super. Super, Míško. Dáme ještě jeden starý řecký příběh.
Aphrodite, Artemis, Athena, mothers and daughters of Olympus, please lead us to safety. We can't lose anyone else.
I'm none of those, but I am Cassandra Amistios. What's wrong?
My people are in grave danger. We lost our leaders and our warriors, and now our hunters have disappeared.
Hunting parties can be gone for weeks before returning. What happened to
Vím dát
everyone else?
pračku a sprchnout jasně, jen běž, Kristýnko. Jen běž, když tak se ještě vrát. Pak přijdeš, jasně, dobře. Tak zatím. Konečně si natáhneš záda, nohy, dej spát, Míšo. Už jdeš do postele. Je 7:30, venku ještě svítí sluníčko a ty už jdeš do postele. Nejsi nějaký divnej? Ještě svítí sluníčko.
I would not trade our roles in this situation. Though killing is my specialty and I can hunt and track.
Do you deal in advice? I don't know how to address my people. They know something is wrong, and I'm not sure what to do about it.
There is no easy answer. If you were to take it one step at a time, how would you start?
I can't bring back the men, or stop the sons of Xerxes by myself. I know it's a lot to ask, but can you bring them home? Even if it's just bones.
Brň tě nohy, záda, boky, je ti zima, z ničeho nic, máš ledový nohy.
I'll look for the missing hunters.
My cousin Agnodiki volunteered to look for them. She hasn't returned either.
Aha, Myško. Mrzí. Sílící bouře. Najdi pořešované vesničany a osvoboď je. Zbojníci je drží v Folkidě, zbojnický tábory na severozápadě hodí Parnas. Najdeš je ve zbojnickém táboře Lamia. Tak jdem na to. Jdeme osvobodit pár vesničanů. Nevím kolik. Tady je. Příští týden zase do práce a zase začít ten rytmus, pondělí až pátek práce. Posteli v teplu, aspoň si odpočinek, můžeš se natáhnout a lehnout si jak chceš, jasně, chápu. Chápu, Míšo, když bydlíš s maminkou, tak to chápu. Ještě. Je to do prdele. To se nechci prát s váma, já chci nějaký DLCčko. Teda tohle je taky DLCčko. To, co děláme teď, je taky DLCčko. Ztracené řecké příběhy. Dobrý. Dobrý den. Jste volná. Jste to byla sama, slečno? Ona to byla sama. Dobrý den. Už jsme prý z tábora, ne, Borko?
Those bastards! Those bastards!
Are you all right?
Do I look all right?
You survived. It's more than we can say for your companions.
That was our warning. First our hunters, then the rest
Takže
of
tam
the
příští
village.
týden budeš
I
čekat
need
až
to
do
warn our
15, no,
magistrate
než to
about the
zapneš,
son of
budeš muset,
Xerxes
no.
and their plans.
And I
Budeš
need to
muset,
see her
Míšo.
about my payment.
Příští týden už jdu do práce normálně. Klasika práce. Tak jo, portneme se blíž. Příští týden už jdu klasicky do práce, no. Takže budeš muset čekat do 15, než to zapnu. Ale plánuju si vzít dovolenou ještě na konci srpna. A možná jednou, dvakrát za ten měsíc si vezmu jindy. Ale to bych musel být v práci dřív nebo víc. Já si chci spravit kolo a jezdit na kolo do práce. Tak když mi to vyjde, tak budu mít o půl hodiny denně v práci víc. Po čtvrt. A tak no. A budu moci vzít častěji jeden den off. Každopádně plánuji si vzít poslední týden v srpnu dovolenou ještě. První týden v červenci a poslední týden v srpnu si plánuji vzít dovolenou. Vidíme, jestli mi to schválí šéf. Ale jinak budeš muset čekat až do 15, no.
Magistrate Perictioni. I have grave
Si budeme
news.
psát na
The sons of
Discordu,
Xerxes
si budeme
are
psát na
preparing to
Discordu
strike.
mezi tím.
Oh, it's you.
Jestli chceš, si můžeme napsat na
This
Discordu.
Mistio saved me from certain death.
For double the reward, I hope.
Finally, someone around here who knows how to use a sword. I've been trying to convince Perry to build our defenses since we first saw the sons of Xerxes creeping closer to the village.
This is my sister, Thea. She considers herself to be acting general of Lalea in the men's absence.
It was your husband who shielded us before. Someone must do so now. Did you hear anything Agnodiki said? If we wait on the gods for help, we will be
Počítej,
massacred.
dobře,
The only
dobře.
language the sons of
Počítám
Xerxes
s
seem to
ním.
understand is violence.
Mistios, what if I hired you to protect the village?
I'll do what I can.
Good. Meet me at Kiphisos Spring. I have plans for those sons of Xerxes.
Kde se s ním máme setkat? Pící bouře dokončeno. Vesná lekce. Když dokončíš tuhle hodinu, tak si dáš leksedy, abych se nepoblil, Míšo.
Good to see your face again.
Yours
Abych se
too.
nepoblil.
Lalea is the daughter of Kiphisos, god of this spring. It's said that she lives in these pools.
Thea, right? Perictioni told me you've been acting as general. Though from what I saw earlier, you and your sister don't see eye to eye.
Perry would die folded in prayer before she asked for my advice.
Sometimes we want a comforting voice that says everything will be okay, rather than to be confronted with harsh reality.
And now we are on the knife's edge waiting for the slaughter, and we have done nothing. I must prepare myself to fight, and hopefully the others too. Can you teach me?
Your sister says you act like a general. Let's see if you fight like one.
I'm ready. I told you not to go easy on me. You hit hard!
Ale chceš 1K nebo ne?
That was
Chci.
humbling.
The
Say
sons
it
of
again.
Xerxes won't be as kind.
No,
Chci 1K.
it's a good wake-up call. One I wish Perry could have. But Big Sister always knows best.
Sounds like she's always given you a hard time.
You could say that. Acting like the hero while I do the dirty work.
Now you're the hero.
One can only hope to live up to that title. I've been playing soldier too long, and now I'm stuck in the role of
Tak switch.
Perseus while
Já myslel,
feeling
že mi ho
like
pošleš ty.
Andromeda.
Takže mi ho pošleš ty.
I seem to recall the legend saying that Andromeda was nude and tied to a rock.
Was she? I'll have to remember that the next time I'm reenacting the myth. Lalea has a rich heritage for theater, though not so much for fighting.
Spartan women are taught to keep up with Spartan men. Lalea seems different.
It is an oversight that I've been pushing to correct. When the men leave for war, our defenses are limited to a few hunters too valuable to leave, or young men who can barely hold a spear.
And now that the hunters are dead...
We're more exposed to attacks from the sons of Xerxes than ever.
Však na to. Míšo, kdyby jsem poslal litra ty,
I've seen kings and commanders.
tak nemusím
Share the
cvičit.
temperament.
Perry married the governor.
Já taky vím jak na to. Kdyby jsem poslal 1000 tak nemusím cvičit.
Become leaders. We exist on the fringes.
Easy.
We should get back to the task at hand. There's still a lot to do.
You're right, but it's hard to know where to start. I need to train the others for war, but we are without weapons and armor. No blacksmith. But his daughter is still here.
What about the hunters you lost?
We need to train replacements. There's also a camp close by. Likely the daughters of Artemis. They are not a friendly bunch, so we've been doing our best to avoid them.
Who should I train to hunt?
I've met with some volunteers from the village. They've got a little experience, but need to have their bow arms straightened. You can find them on the edge of Lalea.
Not sure how useful I'll be to the blacksmith's daughter.
Methiadusa mentioned needing some materials before she can get started. Between you and me, she needs a little push. She's been helping her father at the forge since she could walk, but she still doubts her own abilities.
Not sure how useful...
Bla bla bla.
I'll get to it.
Úkol dokončen, drsné lekce. To je 6000 zkušeností, to je málo, to je málo. Tady jsme víc úkolů. Tady kousek od nás. Jednou trefím. Omluv si s kovářovou dcerou. Na to si ještě budeš muset pár let počkat, než budeš bydlet sám. Jasně, Míšo, chápu, přesně. Ale to potrvá, než ty budeš bydlet sám, tak já budu v důchodu. Já budu v důchodu, než ty budeš bydlet sám.
Oh, who are you?
A mercenary hired by the village magistrate.
Oh, that explains why I don't know you. I'm Methiadusa. Please don't tell me you need new weapons or armor.
I don't, but the rest of the village does.
Oh, that's worse.
I thought you were the village blacksmith. Why are you so reluctant?
I'm not the village blacksmith. My father is, and my brother is his apprentice. I just fetch wood when they need it.
To zas ne.
Now they all expect me to arm the village.
Are you
Uvidíme,
the only
no.
member of your family left?
I'll know when the men return from war. Matter left with
Kolik je tvýmu bráchovi? Míšo, kolik je tvýmu bráchovi? Je starší, viď? 19 mu je.
I think
Kolik je
Pater
tvýmu
left the
bratrovi?
bows and tools nearby, but I need ore, and even then I might make something utterly useless.
You look capable enough to me.
There's a difference between knowing how to do something with your mind and knowing how to do it with your hands.
Fair enough. What kind of ore do you need?
Any kind of ore will technically do, but
But?
my pater used a legendary ore when making a dagger for my mater. It is called Aphrodite's ore. Sounds strange, but it's true.
Bude mu 25 a ještě bydlí s váma. Vidíš to?
The legend
Máš
says
ještě
if
7 let,
the
než tě
god of the
propustí
forge
rodiče.
found this ore
To máš
and
ještě
used it
7
to
let,
make a
než tě
helmet
rodiče
for his
pustí.
wife, Aphrodite. She loved it for its color. Because of that, the ore works in the hands of any smith.
Where can I find the ore?
It's hard to reach. It's
Awesome.
down the cliffs at the Persian remnants in a secret cave just above the water.
Sounds like you've been there before.
I told you, I wasn't the smith. I was there to fetch what Pater needed. I'd go myself, but I need to hit up the kiln.
I'll bring back Aphrodite's ore.
Tak, nazbíráme Afroditinu rudu. Ruda je někde daleko. Teď se tam dostaneme asi rychleji, ne? A nebo vezmeme ještě tady, promluvíme si s lovkyněmi. To 200 metrů od nás. Pomluvíme si s lovkyněma, máme 55 minut za sebou hraní. Asi si budeme muset dát potom pauzu, tohle je poslední, co uděláme. Že si promluvíme s lovkyněma. Dobrý den.
This is the whole hunting party?
We're all Lalea has to spare since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons. You must be the Mystios Perictioni hired.
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed in killing well enough.
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your
Asi
bows and
nemám
we'll go.
všechno.
Tell me about Lalea.
We've been blessed by both the waters of Kephisos and by Aphrodite
Jdeme.
herself. For she is the source of all beauty.
All settlements need to be near water. Ours just
Ty
has a
doženeme i
lot.
And you
pěšky.
fish in the pools and river?
LOL, já je
This
doženu i
provides us
pěšky.
with what we need.
Not enough in
Se
there to
odstěhovat do
provide for
23,
all of
maximálně
Lalea.
24.
That's why we
Jasně.
need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less
To
game
máš
now?
ještě času.
Been relying more on fish and
To máš
food.
ještě
It's
7
enough
let.
for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
There's still food.
Máš ještě 7 let se mnou na streamu.
They may
Jak
not
ty
have
to
enough
vydržíš,
archers
to
to black
nevím.
out the sun with arrows,
Teda
but they
doufám,
do
že to
have
vydrží
enough
se mnou
for
ještě
every
7
citizen
let.
of Lalea with holes.
Každý den, Míšo.
Here we are. A
Tam
great
je zvířata,
bear said to
5.
live nearby.
Don't mention the bear. I'm already regretting
To shoot,
being here.
you need to raise your elbow to be level with your ear, keeping your arm straight
No.
and relaxed. Your arrow needs to be just below your eye.
Oui.
Then exhale and release. Try to aim for the eye, so that you don't damage the rest of the meat.
Ty zvířata. A tady můžeme dát double kill. 5. Chceš to? Máš krásně vyvoněný oblečení z práčky vytažený. Super. Super, Kristýnko. Super, super. Já nemám vyvoněný oblečení. Kam běží? Vlky mi utíkají. Tak jo, dáme si chvíli pauzičku.
Thank you,
Ze
Mistress.
sušičky.
I've learned much from the bow. Aphrodite may provide, but Artemis acts.
Lalea is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I can do my part to take care of it. Thank you.
That should be enough to get you through the week, but there's still much to be done for Lalea.
OK, my si máme hotovou, dáme si chvilku pauzičku a budeme pokračovat hned po pauze. Máme level 64. Budeme se muset dostat nějak sem. Budeme muset dostat